Hello everybody, this is Little Big Kid 707B once again. Just like I promised you guys, this time I want to do a video. It'll probably most likely be a two-part series. It's going to be a video on something that's near and dear to me as far as gaming goes. A lot of you guys are, I'm sure, very familiar with it, the Sega Dreamcast. And I'm not going to really get too technical. That's not my style anyway. It's more of what I'm going to call this video my Dreamcast memories. You know, how I came about buying the system, kind of give all you guys a brief, description and thought of each game I have. And just kind of have fun with it. Please, I encourage you guys, everybody that's just as passionate as I am and really love my Dreamcast. Please leave a comment and give me some of your thoughts and feelings on the system. So anyhow, this was Sega's last system, unfortunately, um, and I've owned pretty much all the Sega systems at one point or another. But this one is probably going to be my favorite, if not tied with another favorite Sega system of mine. Anyhow, this came out 9/9/99, so it's been 11 years since it's come out. It was ahead of its time. It had a 56K modem in it. You were able to play dial-up now dial-up is like, well, who wants to play dial-up? But at the time, it was huge stuff. Sega, once again, was way ahead of its time. And just a great system all around. You were able to pretty much go online right out of the box. You were able to buy a keyboard way ahead of its time. It really was. So just to kind of talk about some of the games. This, of course, the first one is something that all of us, are familiar with, especially Sega fans. This was one of the two games I got with my Dreamcast. My quick thoughts on it was I love the Sonic level, just the Sonic only levels. I just didn't like playing with Amy and Doctor Robotnik or whoever. I don't even remember all their names. It was most fun when it was just when I was playing Sonic's levels. Great game. Now I'm actually looking forward to Sonic Colors because that's probably the best game that 3D Sonic can use. Another really cool game is another treasure amongst hardcore Sega fans is Jet Grind Radio. Now there was another one that also came out, its sequel to on the Xbox, but many would say that this was the better one. These are all my original copies, by the way. This right here was a game that I actually got. I think no, it wasn't. It wasn't my one of the two of the first games I got with the system. But this was the first game I got, and I was able to go online. This was the first online game I ever played. It was a lot of fun. It really was. Whoa! Speaking of online, this one right here stole hundreds of hours out of my life. Fantasy Star Online. The name Fantasy Star, it was very familiar to me. I had a Master System. I didn't have Fantasy Star for that system, but I had a friend that did. I had Fantasy Star 2 on Genesis, so I was very familiar with the Fantasy Star name. The look of Fantasy Star is there, but aside from the name and the look, there's not much in common it had with the original four Fantasy Star role-playing games. What it is basically, it's an online kind of hack and slash. You can call it action RPG. It was just a lot of fun. I know they made Sega put out what is it, Fantasy Star Universe and a couple others, but I hope they go back to this and make it easily accessible and fun again. This one right here is Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. I guess it's I guess it's kind of rare now, a little bit, but you get Sonic the Hedgehog, Shining Force, great games, Future Rage 2, awesome game, Wrestle War, pretty cool wrestling game, Columns, Golden Axe, Virtual Cop, Revenge of Shinobi, Fantasy Star, Vector Man. So it's pretty cool. I haven't played it too much. I think I bought it more just to have more than anything. Whoa. This one right here is a very special game to me. It's probably, in fact, it is my second favorite Dreamcast game. and it's my second all-time favorite role-playing game. I read about it in EGM. The idea of ships and pirates and sky pirates all wrapped up into this beautiful RPG world. Wow, it's something that I couldn't miss out being an RPG fan. And that game is Skies of Arcadia, guys. For anybody that doesn't have a Dreamcast, or I know this is a little bit harder to find now, go with the easily more accessible, easier to find to get GameCube version. Like I did in my last video, I did support the game again by buying it for GameCube. They're essentially the same, but I treasure this a little bit more only because it was for Dreamcast. It was on a Sega system. Just a great game. I love it. My second favorite all-time RPG. This one, of course, is very familiar amongst fighting game fans. I've never been a big fighting game fan, but I did buy this. I gave into the hype. Great 3D fighter. I never really got into the combos and this. I always played it, mashing buttons, button masher. But it's beautiful, even though it's not really ever having been a big fighting game fan. I can appreciate the visuals, the feel, the controls, weapon-based fighter. Beautiful, gorgeous game. This is another really neat game. I remember playing it in the arcade back when we had arcades. Easily accessible, beautiful graphics. The animation is awesome, second to none. Even now, it's just a blast to play, no matter how old it is. I don't know what it's 10, 12 years old or whatever it is. You don't even have to be a tennis fan to enjoy this game. That's the mark of any game. It makes you a fan of whatever it's about, regardless if you're a fan of it or not. This one, uh, this one is the one that is not my original copy. I bought this probably a couple years ago. It's not a very good copy. The box itself comes off and stuff, so there wasn't a very good copy. But I still like it. It's easily accessible. Again, I don't know why I didn't buy it. It was a really cool, fun Dreamcast game, but I'm glad I have it now. So I will stop now, and I'll continue with the last two Dreamcast games. Uh, these are my favorites, still my all-time favorite game. And please watch part 2. Thanks, guys.